Hi everyone, welcome to School of Scarlet. Today I have another message for you. So what's coming through today is rest. It's time to take a rest, okay? To sit still, to listen, to just be. That's what's coming through. So if you're feeling this today, if that's resonating for you, hit the like button down below, give me a like, let me know that this is resonating with you. So I have been feeling like it's time to take a rest. Today is Saturday, so that's a good thing. We're on the weekend, so I can take a bit of a rest. But rest is not just physical. So what's coming through is that rest is also mental. It's time to put all the devices down, the social media down, even all of the knowledge, the books, the things that you're reading and learning about, the videos, the informational videos, all of that, put it down. It's time to take a total mental rest. Do you remember what it's like to be disconnected from those things, to totally be mentally free of those things, to just sit out in nature, let's say, and just observe the birds, observe the bees, or observe, the sunset or the moon, whatever it happens to be outside? Do you remember what that's like? You're not on your phone. You're not thinking things through of what's going to happen, this and that. You're present. You're in the moment and you're experiencing everything in a sort of oneness. So you're being called to rest, because in rest is where we reconnect with our spirit within. When we reconnect with the oneness of everything, we can feel that and sense that. But that only happens in times of rest, of total rest. And it takes mental rest as well. Because if we're saying we're resting and we're just sitting down, but our mind is going a mile a minute thinking of things we have to do, or, maybe you're trying to take a vacation is what's coming through, or maybe you're trying to take a rest, but you can't seem to rest because your mind is thinking of all the things that you're missing out on, or it's thinking about all of the things that you're going to have to do when you return back from that vacation or from that rest. And what you're being called to do is to totally let it go. Let it go, and just surrender into the rest. We are called to rest. That is something that comes through in many spiritual teachings, is rest, because it's necessary. I'm seeing, like in music, when we have music, there are different notes I'm seeing. And I'm not a musical person, but this is what's coming through. There are notes. And there are notes that there is a rest note. And I'm not very familiar with this, y'all, but there's rest, right? And that is because there is a moment that we have to rest in order to go deeper, so that we can go deeper into the melody and hear it. But if we did not have that rest, there wouldn't be anything to appreciate in that music. It would just be one thing. So, what I'm hearing or what I'm sensing is that it is necessary to rest in order to really hear the melodies of life, to really have that enjoyment of life. We have to go into rest as well. Okay. So the other thing that's coming through is around trees. Trees in the winter, or anything in the winter, but specifically trees, they go into a period of rest. And it's almost like a hibernation. I'm seeing is that they hibernate, that they're not really there. They're taking a total rest mentally and physically. And you think, funny, how could a tree take a mental rest? Well, they can. And so it's a total rest of the tree. And in this period, it's a period that it allows itself to kind of go dormant, so it can gain more and more strength for when it reawakens, that it can be stronger and it can grow more and more. So you're being called to take that dormant rest. And if for some reason winter doesn't hit the way it should, or doesn't get as cold as it should, and that tree doesn't go dormant, it can actually suffer when it comes time for spring or summer, and it can die because it didn't get enough rest hours. Each tree, especially fruit trees, need a certain amount, a certain hours of winter freezes, and they require a certain temperature because at that temperature they go dormant. And so let's say a peach tree or something might need 14 hours of freeze because that's how much rest it needs. Well, we're all called for rest, and generally we're called to rest at least just one day a week. But with many of us, we are given 2 days, on a weekend to rest, and we should really utilize those. Yes, maybe you take one day to do your chores and the things that you want to do and things like that. But on the next day, or the day that you can choose which one you want, take a total rest. Put the phones down, put the information down. Connect now, just one on one, in this present moment, with your pets, with your family, with yourself. You see, when you go into total rest like this, mentally and physically, you can hear the spirit within. And so many people are scared to turn off the TV, to be alone, to take this rest. They think they're going to miss out on something, or they're scared of what they might find. But what you're going to find is beautiful. It's yourself. You're going to reconnect with yourself and emerge in a stronger way, just like the tree, in a more strengthened way where you know yourself better. You're aligned to yourself better. You're more connected to things. And so you reawaken in a way that you can actually have growth in this life. But if you don't take a rest, you're going to be depleted. You're going to be exhausted and frustrated. And it's not going to allow you to really have a lot of strength. You're going to just kind of be at this baseline of low energy, low functioning. And I know what that's like. So we can all agree that that happens. So we do have to take a rest. And if we continue to push on when our bodies and everything is telling us to take a rest, our bodies will begin to suffer just like the trees. So if the tree doesn't take the amount of rest that it needs in the winter, it will suffer, like I say, in the spring. And what happens to us when we don't rest and we push on? We experience health emergencies. For me, it was high blood pressure and many things that people experience due to pushing on and not taking the rest that they need. So it may seem like the world is moving forward and you're taking a rest and nothing's happening. But that's okay. Take care of yourself. The only way that you can have growth is when you rest, when you reconnect. And actually, that is more valuable than you pushing on, than you working yourself tired when you're already tired. So it's good to take a rest. So the message today is to take a rest. That's what's coming through. So if you need permission to take a rest today, go ahead and do it. If you're already resting today, rest up, let your body recharge, hear the inner being that you have within, feel the oneness of everything, experience nature without the distractions of your phone, without the distractions of social media or anything like that. Put it all down and take a total rest today. I hope that this message resonated with you. If it did, give me a thumbs up, a heart, comment down below. You guys know what to do. The more likes and hearts and all that stuff we get, the more this message gets out to others so that they may hear it. So thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, I hope that you will subscribe and I will see y'all on the next video. Thank you for watching. I love you all.